The Haunting of Havenbrook. In the shadows of a small, isolated town named Havenbrook, a chilling tale of revenge unfolds. My name is Kane, and I was once a man of sanity and promise, until the world twisted my fate. Allow me to recount my story so you may understand the horrors that led to my escape, and the blood-chilling vengeance that followed. As a child, I was quiet and introspective, preferring books to people. My fascination with the macabre and the darkness of the human psyche set me apart from my peers. The incident that changed my life occurred on a stormy night, when I stumbled upon a gruesome scene. My parents, lifeless and brutally murdered. The sight seared into my mind, leaving me scarred and consumed by grief. In the years that followed, I immersed myself in psychology, hoping to fathom the depths of human darkness that had claimed my parents. But my obsessions grew sinister, and I began exploring the boundaries between life and death. My experiments with the deceased were fueled by a desperate need to uncover the secrets of mortality itself. As whispers spread about my peculiar endeavors, the townspeople's fear turned to hostility. They labeled me a madman and cast me aside, shunning me from society. It wasn't long before my obsession led me to commit unspeakable acts in my quest for knowledge. One fateful night, as a storm raged, I performed an experiment that ended in tragedy, forever sealing my fate. The explosion that rocked my makeshift laboratory claimed several lives, and I was found covered in blood and madness. The authorities deemed me mentally unstable and locked me within the confines of Havenbrook Asylum, a place where the line between reality and delusion blurred. Years of incarceration only fueled my anger and resentment. The treatments, the isolation, and the constant whispers of the unseen drove me to the brink of insanity. I watched as the world outside continued to thrive, while I withered away in the shadows. Then one night a whisper echoed through the darkness of my mind, a voice that promised freedom, revenge, and the power to claim the lives of those who had wronged me. The voice grew louder with each passing day, and I realized that my destiny was no longer confined within the asylum's walls. With newfound strength, I orchestrated my escape, exploiting the weaknesses of the staff and exploiting the darkness that had consumed me. As I slipped through the shadows, the voice whispered directions, leading me towards the small town that had forsaken me. The townspeople would pay for their betrayal, and their lives would be the canvas upon which my vengeance was painted. As I walked the streets of Havenbrook once more, a twisted smile played across my lips. The voice guided me to the former tormentors who had abandoned me in my time of need. One by one, they met their gruesome fate, their screams and pleas echoing in the night. The town that had cast me aside was now my hunting ground, and fear became my weapon. The terror escalated as panic swept through the town. Residents locked their doors, whispered about the shadow that haunted the streets, and cowered in their homes. The authorities were powerless to stop the reign of terror, and desperation gripped Havenbrook. In the dark of the night, as the moon hung low and the wind howled through the empty streets, I stood atop a hill overlooking the town. The voice that had guided me now urged me to bring about a final reckoning, a climax of horror that would etch my name into the annals of infamy. As the flames rose and consumed Havenbrook, the screams of the innocent mingled with my maniacal laughter. I stand at the precipice of my vengeance. The flames of revenge have consumed both town and conscience, leaving only a shell of the man I once was. My purpose fulfilled, I now await my inevitable fate, fully aware that my actions have sealed my doom. The darkness that consumed me has become my legacy, a chilling reminder that the horrors we seek to understand can ultimately consume us all. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel for more stories. Your support means the world to me, and it helps me create more great content for you. Until next time.